We've prepared the toughest test for this ATV monster. Let's find out if it survives them. Let's go. Hi there, as usual it's me, just a voiceover, you're watching Review Machines, and today we all together are going to test this newest ATV. This ATV is called Dozer. The manufacturer states it's a heavy, dirty, reliable machine, like any Dozer. We've prepared today the hardest route, full of exciting obstacles to test this ATV, so it's going to be fun. Before that, we'll look at the construction of the vehicle. But first of all, please consider subscribing our channel, my friends. It's really important for us. Thank you. Like any Dozer, this vehicle is big and impressive, with brutal and powerful design. But it not only looks impressive, it has a very reliable construction, as manufacturer states. And they asked us just to try to break this vehicle today during our tests. Well, we definitely like this idea, and we'll do our best to do that. But firstly, let's check how the thing is actually built. The chief engineer of this project will help us today to test and demonstrate this ATV. The length of the ATV is 3500 mm, the width is 2300, the weight is 1100 kilos. The body is made of HDPE material, so it's durable and resistant to low temperatures. To show you its durability, we will use this tool. We see no damages after the stick blow. The fender flares also are made of the same durable material. The carrying capacity is 500 kilos. There are 4 seats for passengers. In fact, even 6 people can sit here without any difficulties. The steps are huge. The rear section has a hatch. There is an easy access to the engine. The ATV is equipped with Toyota 109 HP engine, 1.5 liters capacity. It works here with automatic transmission. The transmission modes are shifted very easily. And there is a big advantage for an off-roading performance, where you need to change the gears quickly. The engine works quietly, both at idle and at cut-off.
Right.
Of course, there is 4-wheel drive, and the ground clearance is huge, as we can see. The axles from a 4-wheeler are equipped with diff locks. There is an advanced suspension system with large travels. The manufacturer states it's both comfortable and heavy-duty. Besides, we see that front and rear trunks are quite durable. As we can see, there are no front and rear overhangs.
Хватит, наверное. Игорь, да хватит, хватит.
By the way, this is the location where the ATV battle takes place. Here there are many interesting obstacles, let's check them.
Смотри, осторожно.
The large suspension travels do a lot of good. The ATV easily moves on rough terrain. Unfortunately, the most interesting holes here are covered with ice, so we can't find here any challenges. Let's get back to the construction review now. There are low-pressure tires, 1350 mm diameter, 700 width. There is a special system for fast tires inflation. We can pump up the tire very quickly using the exhaust system. There is a hydraulic steering system, so we can handle the wheels very easily. The handlebar is an unusual quad. It's simple and intuitive. The main buttons to control all the functions are in one place. There are 12 volts and USB sockets, and we have heaters of the seat and handles. The winch is detachable, and there is a socket for each. It can be attached both at the front and from behind.
Точно так же. Жать.
The headlamps are powerful, and there is full set of lighting. We have power bumpers, windshield, and as an option, the ATV can be equipped with a tent. Well, we've covered all the construction details. Let's move to the tests now. Now we are moving across the wild forest on two ATVs, looking for interesting obstacles. 4 people sit in the ATV, and it's quite comfortable. The vehicle is able to carry even more passengers. The suspension is very soft, so it goes smoothly, taking into account big low-pressure tires. Still, we can't find any interesting obstacles, but for the fallen trees that blocked the road. But we are ready for such adventures.
ATV Dozer. Диагональ. Ну, прям не почувствовал.
And it seems we have the first interesting challenge. There is a creek, and the terrain is full of deep holes. And one side of the vehicle falls into a hole.
Ну, от тебя направо, да.
Сходу.
Что, вылетело?
As a matter of fact, the ATV is quite stable. It looks a bit dangerous, but the driver managed to get it over, giving away for the second machine.
Хорош. Блокировочку поджала.
It turns out a really tough spot, and the second ATV have some difficulties here.
Ну, Олег вообще решительный.
Да, он вообще, да. Тормозов там немного уже.
Он, наверное, знает предел допустим.
Я вот пока еще не понимаю. Я выезжал один день, остановился, второй, думаю, проеду дальше, проехал, третий там еще что-то. Жену чуть не утопил.
The engine together with the transmission provides smooth and torquey traction. Besides, we have diff locks. As a result, we pass through this challenge rather quickly and can proceed our journey. Just few seconds for this lock. By the way, I very quickly got used to the handling of the ATV. It's just like a big quad. The steering is very easy, the automatic transmission and powerful engine provide quite comfortable riding. The stated maximum speed of the vehicle is about 80 km per hour. The only drawback, the windshield doesn't have a wiper, so I need to stand for a better view. And again, few words about the suspension. I really like how it works. The big advantage that it has an impressive travels with such big wheels. In fact, I think the advanced suspension is one of the most important features of the ATV. Look how it performs on a rugged terrain here. And here we are facing the pile of trees and debris. It's hardly possible to move here on a regular transport, but we are riding the ATVs. Let's cut our way through these bushes. Then we should cross this river. It's covered with ice, but we are going to make it an interesting challenge. Well, it's too easy to cross the river. Let's try to move along it. In fact, the ATV is able to float, and it's quite stable on water.
Хороший кадр. Да. О, красиво. О, красиво.
And here we probably found the limits of the ATV. It's not easy for it to climb on the ice from water. We need more aggressive tire tread to do that.
Давай, давай, почти.
Я райдера не вижу.
Meantime, we are moving on. The standard tires, 1350 mm diameter, are enough to move in deep ruts. More aggressive tires would damage the transmission, and standard wheels are proper for the most scenarios. For example, in this episode, we are climbing quite steep hill. And here we have a huge pile of fallen trees. Let's watch the ATV getting it over. The impressive ground clearance does a lot of good here. Besides, body elements and tires are resistant to any damages and punctures.
Хорош. Хорош.
Here we got stuck a little bit with a log between the wheels. But we lowered the pressure on tires and managed to get it over, even without help of the winch.
Ой, а! Красавчик! Эй!
Well, it's time to draw some conclusions from the review. The ATV Dozer is an impressive machine, both very comfortable and highly efficient on rough terrain. The most interesting, we didn't manage to break anything in the construction. It seems a real heavy dirty machine. And speaking about the prices, the approximate price of the vehicle is about $20,000. Well, let's go today, my friends. Thanks for having a ride with us. Please post your comments what you think of this ATV. Consider watching another our video about similar machine. Stay with us. There will be many more interesting materials here. Goodbye.